And my training here, which is detailed training on the grid, is going to support and show you exactly how to best impact and create the loyalty that we need to have a strong business. The grid itself, by itself, getting results in depth doesn't need anything. It is perfect, but the problem is with it is that if you don't have the strength and the loyalty at the front end of the business, you're going to alienate that person by grabbing their list and running. And we've proven that, haven't we? Haven't we seen that? Okay, so people that are joining your business are going to be in the grid. Those that are wholesale consumers aren't even on the radar, guys. You don't even see them. Okay, so who is it that we're going to work with? It's those that show up in your genealogy. So the science of the program here is we want to teach them how and why they need to have a strong list by who it is that they like, trust, and respect, that are liked, trusted, and respected by their peers, that can afford the product, right? And then once we have that list, we're going to contact this list with them, not for them, with them, and we're going to invite too, maybe taking a look at one of the websites, a three-way call, a one-on-one, in-home, webinar, high-tech, high-touch, right? A hotel meeting. It doesn't matter. All of these opportunities give us a chance to show them the marketing plan. And then we'll follow up and enroll, of course. But this is the science of what we're doing, but we still haven't shown you where the loyalty is going to come from. But this is the science, okay? And this is exactly what our objective is it not? Isn't this exactly what we want to have occur? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, this is what we want. Morgan, I'm sorry you're having sound issues, honey. I don't know why. Is anybody else having a problem? It's recorded, Morgan, so I can certainly make that link available later too on my YouTube channel. So if we understand that this is exactly what our objective is, right? That we want them to engage with us, make a quality list. We want them to allow us, with their support and their help, to contact their list and invite their prospects, the people that they like, trust, and respect, to where we can show them the marketing plan. And then we can show them how we can follow up and enroll. That's the perfect scenario. But now how do we get that? How do we get the list to be good? How do we get the science to be strong and beneficial and work in our favor, right? So the more we do early on, the stronger the relationship, the stronger the belief, and the better the confidence. It is that simple, guys. And I know you know that this is true. Okay, that the more we spend with somebody that is qualified for our time, if somebody is just blowing you off, then you're not going to waste your time with them. But if you have people that are joining your team at Fast Start 2 and 3, you're going to have a great experience if they engage by us dedicating the necessary time to educate them on a few things: the industry, our company, our product line, and the support. So the more time we spend with them earlier, the easier this is going to be for them and for us ultimately. So, but we've got to build their belief. Most people coming into this industry don't have a background in this. And that's what's so remarkable about what you all are doing on my team, is we've built 5 enterprises organically. Not one was a network marketer before. And that's exceptional. And you need to understand the value of that. So what we're doing works for anybody. Okay, but we have to build your belief. We've got to build their belief. And currently, step 1 in the success cycle in the planning session, which, guys, the success cycle is going away. It's too much. Okay, so find a couple of points that you like in step 1. I personally love several of the top 10 items, but I also enjoy showing them the difference between transactional income and residual, why this is important, why this should be prioritized. Because a lot of times people will say to us, I don't have the time. Well, that's because what they're prioritizing, right, it doesn't work, but it's all they got. So we need to share with them, by building their belief, is that this industry is incredible and where our path is as a company and what we're doing. Then we've got to understand their why and their level of commitment. By having these conversations with them and then introducing them 2 or 3 levels up to the sponsorship tree, inviting them to events and calls and webinars, and have them participate. Have them get there a few minutes early so they can help with the food, they can help with the technology, they can help greeting people, right? Just include them. And the more we do of this and building their belief, the stronger their confidence levels will be. And the stronger their confidence is, the faster success will come. We know this. This is a fact. Because if they don't have the confidence, they're not going to create a quality list. Does this make sense? If they don't have confidence in what you're showing them, why are they going to give you a quality list of people? So the better we are at building their belief and sharing with them the benefits of this industry and our company, where we're going, and connecting with them on understanding why they need this and not bailing on them, right? By us committing to those little idiosyncrasies of our personality to make sure that they see coming from us is going to cause them to be very flattered and feel very confident that they're with the right people. So if we invest early in their success by making them confident, retention rates will climb. There isn't a person here that hasn't had people that have left their business. Well, if we can mitigate that, if we can take the people that have said yes, which is such a hard thing to get, and cause them to stay by being this good to them, doesn't that make our job much easier? It absolutely does. But we got to help them with the basics of this industry. I can tell you that it took me a solid 6 weeks to get over the phone thing. And some of us it's taken a lot longer. But the sooner you give up caring what people think about you, because it's none of your business what people think of you anyway, but the sooner you give up caring about what people think or say, the faster your success will come. So what we want to do is make sure that they understand that the people that are harshest to us, closest to us, that have the harshest judgments, they're not paying the bills for us. And why do we give them that power? And what you're doing is by sharing that information with these new people, you're letting them know that they are freely, willingly giving up power to those that don't have a solution, that aren't helping and certainly aren't paying their bills, but we're giving them the weight of strength and power over us. And why are we doing that? It helps get rid of the whole fear of the phone issue when we teach them this immediately, that you're responsible for your family as anybody else who has a negative opinion of this industry, providing you with money, paying all your bills. As soon as you explain it, people go, no. And they start to get a little upset. No, hell no, they're not paying my bills. And it's actually, it's good. It's strength. This is the single biggest reason why people fail, is that they're simply afraid to call. And if we address it by teaching them how to overcome every one of the objections that we can get. And guys, it's really quite simple. You never want to defend. When somebody says, oh my gosh, it's network marketing, you never want to say, yeah, it is, but our company's different. You never want to do that. You never want to defend, because now you're arguing, whether you want to believe me or not. You are not agreeing with them, so now you're arguing with them. And they won because they didn't want to do this. But if you say to them, for any single objection, you know what? I understand exactly how you feel. Because there was a time that I felt exactly the same way. But what I found after doing a tremendous amount of research was incredible. Can I tell you what I found? Now you're educating them. You've turned a very negative objection into an opportunity to educate them by aligning with them. Guys, psychology plays a big role in this. You know I'm right, right? So psychology plays a big role. We want to connect with them first. I understand exactly how you feel, Sherry, because there was a time I felt exactly the same way. But oh my gosh, what I found, having done an incredible amount of research, is that if we align with a company that has highly consumable and patented products before they go global, we can make more money working with them than we could do anything else. Can you move your schedule around and take a look? So I don't care what the objection is. Don't defend. Don't allow them to win by it becoming an argument, by you defending. Appeal to their, and you know it's going to blow them away, guys. It's going to absolutely blow them away. Because when you come back to them with, I understand how you feel, you're aligning with them. It drops their guard. There was a time that I felt exactly the way you feel right now. Right? You're telling them they're right, but here's what I found. So cause it to be an educational opportunity, and it works. Right? So now all these little items that we're sharing with that new IREP at the planning session, they're seeing the logic behind them. Can you guys relate to that? Right? Is so far everything that we've talked about is very logical. The more logical it is and informative, right? And not guarded and not a big secret and not arrogant, the more freely we're sharing this information in a logical format, the more people that will connect with it. So now we've shared a tremendous amount of information with the new IREP, but we got to make the connection with them and their list. And this is extremely important because to date, we've probably only spent an hour to an hour and a half with that IREP. Right? Your IREP is going to respect you tremendously for having engaged with them, causing them to understand this industry, our company, building their belief bucket, connecting with them, understanding their why, showing them what to say to those that judge us the worst, right? We're going to create a much higher yield on their list by moving some of their friends and family that may not be in that looking zone, right? With a little bit of finesse, we're going to move them into that looking zone. Because now we're going to get the information that we need on those people that are on that list. We need that background information. I don't want to just cold call somebody's friend. I don't want to just do that. What I want to do is I want to have them introduce me to them and them to me, and then put their phone on mute so I can teach them how I handle a three-way call. And this will create and enforce a culture that we simply do care, that we are willing to make the investment early on in helping those that are saying yes to us, that want this business to be successful in it by causing them to be confident in our abilities. The more confident they are in what we're doing, the stronger their belief is. The stronger their belief is, the better their results will be, the more engaged they'll be. So getting prospects into the looking zone. And we'll talk about this at the planning session. Because a lot of people may not be looking, and some may be looking, and that's great. They're easy. That's low-hanging fruit. But what if we spent a little bit of time understanding more about those that aren't in the looking zone and might be able to get them to take a look at this? And we're successful at that. And I do it by asking questions. If they're not looking, I can ask them a question. So what do you do for a living, Bill? And how long have you done that? What's the thing you love the most about your job and dislike the most? And Bill, if money wasn't an issue today and you had enough money to pay your bills, what would you rather be doing? If I could show you, Bill, over time, without interrupting what you're currently doing, guys, and that's a big part. If I could show you over time, right, without disrupting what you're currently doing, would you be interested in taking a look at what Sherry and I are doing? She thinks the world of you. Okay? Our company is paying us, Bill, to put together a consumer base here locally. And for those of us like Sherry and I that want to build a more global marketing team, they're paying us even more generously. Sherry thinks the world of you and expressed you'd be somebody serious to talk with. And I'm not sure if you're interested, Bill, or even if you qualify, but we would love to invite you to take a closer look. Okay, so this is a way to finesse people. Instead of saying these people aren't in the looking zone and bypass them, there's a way, and what the beauty of this is, we're teaching that new IREP how to finesse people to come and take a look. It's not necessarily come to sign up. Of course, we would love that, but it's at least come to take a look. So what we're doing is we're teaching them how to take somebody that's not even looking and get them to come and take a peek. And it could be in a series of ways. It could be, you know, Sherry thinks the world of you and would love for your support. She would love for your opinion on what it is that her and I have partnered on, and she respects and trusts you and values your opinion. Can you move your schedule around to come take a look and give us your feedback? Okay, then here we are. We're back to the grid, right? We've helped them get 4 for more, right? We're protecting their business before they have one. It's a great statement during the planning session. It's my job as your sponsor to protect your business before you have one by making sure you don't run out and do the things wrong that we've already proven are wrong. If I can help you avoid the pitfalls, can you see value in that? Right? We're going to teach them the necessary tools, the 3-way calls, inviting, etc., pushing people with finesse into the looking zone to expand their front lines. We're going to ask them to mimic our actions so that they can continue to build width and or depth under the other 3 people. The more in their front line, as we've already talked about, the more PGV. 4 IREPs plus equals that elite status, guys. 4 more. And here's that agreement. And this is, I don't agree with this agreement. Because what if they don't do it? Why would I build one leg that's not going to pay me level bonuses and or check match to any real value when I could be working with somebody that could be engaging with me and working with me on their other 2 or 3 legs? Does this make sense? Is this not about time? Don't we talk about it all the time? We talk about time as the commodity that you can never buy or get back. So why would I waste my time building one leg under somebody that's not going to engage in this? I'm not going to get paid on it. I'm going to get the 7%, the 4%, the 3%. But by the time you build this deep enough to cause that volume to look attractive to the top people, they were already gone because we didn't pay attention to them. Does that make sense? Okay, so they need to qualify for our time, and by buying a fast start pack certainly positions them to qualify for our time. And when they buy a fast start pack, and I'm not saying that we abandon and don't participate with those that come at the 140 level, I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is that we step up our efforts to those that are coming in. We're offering more of our time in rapid succession, quicker, faster, stronger, right? With those that are investing stronger. But I can tell you guys, I joined at the 140 level, and at the time it was $192.50. I didn't know my credit card was going to go through or not. So the thought of if they come in with only $140, they don't qualify for our time. I don't think that there's anybody in this company that wouldn't want me on their team and wouldn't have invested time in me had I only had the $140 to get involved. So again, we're back to our moral obligation, right? So now this is where my goal is, right here. Is instead of building one leg and running away with one leg, I want to help that top person get 4 or 5 legs. I want to teach them how to get everybody to 4 for more. I couldn't fit it on the screen, guys, sorry. I want to teach everybody how to get 4 for more, securing their initial order and getting their IREP Elite bonuses. And early partners rely upon, or they'll either stay or go based upon their income. Is that true? Right? They'll stay or they'll go based upon what they've earned. So if I build one leg for them and I'm not teaching them on the other 4 or 5, they're going to struggle. But if I'm working with them, aren't I building that loyalty that we're talking about? Aren't we building that connection that we're talking about that we look for? Aren't we creating that personal relationship that's helping them get to where they need to go? And isn't this a lot more financially beneficial to our new business partner? This structure, looking at you right now, aren't they going to make a heck of a lot more money here in fast start and level bonuses than they are by me running away with one leg? See or no? True or false? Or as Nikki's daughter would say, true or true? Grace. Okay, so what's the urgency of running away? Because the more money they're making early, the better your check match is, the better your level bonuses are. And those are the 2 top paying components of our compensation plan. And here's what it comes down to, guys. The better we are at driving their confidence, and connecting with them and being simply morally good, the better their list will be. Does that make sense? Can you see that being a net result? The better we are to them, right? Because if we're not good to them, do you think they're going to give you a good list? But the better we are to them, the more quality people they're going to come up with, because they're going to be proud of our commitment, of what we're doing. And they're going to be assured that we're not going to be an embarrassment to their list. Right? So the better we are at driving their confidence, the better their list. The better their list, the better their early income. The better their income, the better our depth. And then the grid kicks in. Okay, guys, I hope this has been helpful to you. I really appreciate you guys getting up early and jumping on here with no notice whatsoever. But guys, this is exactly, in my view, why I've got myself and 4 other enterprises organically, and why I've got so many leaders coming up, so many of you that are coming up, is because we're morally connected. We're strong in our belief that what we're doing is proper. And it doesn't hurt to know that our company's rock solid, our products unlike anything ever before experienced, and they're patented, and we haven't gone global. Ray Charles can see that this is a home run. But what we need to do is make it so that everybody wants to engage at a strong level by seeing our sense of commitment, by seeing our level of support and care. And that's the only way I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do it with an ounce less of care and love for people that need this and want this. And I hope that you'll join me as we continue to grow and build this crazy. And I appreciate you all so much. And thank you for getting me to gold. I couldn't have done it without you. Love you all. And let's go forward with the understanding that we are not going to abandon. We are going to work. We are going to cause confidence. We're going to cause that success that results from confidence. And we're going to take advantage of the Fast Start 1, 2, and 3 packages. And if you guys want, I can stick around and show you exactly what I say to get people to engage at those levels. Let me know if you want me to do that. But I'm going to end this recording for now.